An unknown entity has summoned various warriors of fate from across different times and universes. A terrifying, malevolent entity rains terror on the quiet and lazy residents of Morio. If they are not stopped, it could spell an endless cycle of death for decades to come. The warriors of fate awaken to a vast emptiness of white. A fierce blizzard pummels our protagonists, and thick fog coats the area. You feel yourself fading as the elements begin to consume you whole. Unable to withstand Mother Nature's wrath, you succumb to the bitter cold. You are rescued by the captain of the Royal Guards, Punchy. You wearily wake up, your vision is blurred. Each of you are found wrapped individually in electric blankets. The temperature is a cool 67 degrees, but yet you feel like your body is embraced by the sun. Gathering yourselves, you discover that you are inside what looks like a dojo. The smell of sweat faintly fumigates the air. You feel like many people have been here before you. Outside the windows, the blizzard rages on, with no end in sight. You are then graced by the presence of Punchy, who has brought out soups containing various herbs and spices. He puts the tray down on a table, alongside other trays also holding soup. Putting 2 and 2 together, you are able to figure out that this is the guy that saved your lives. Punchy notices that you have awakened. A look of relief washes over him as he steps over to introduce himself. Greetings, strangers. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Punchy, Captain of the Royal Guard. I'm sure you're overwhelmed and confused as to what is happening. Don't worry, that's a common occurrence. It's okay to be afraid. For now, don't worry about it. Just focus on regaining your strength. I've laid out various bowls on the table there. If you're feeling hungry, please help yourself. I've got more brewing in the pot. Rest easy. Far too weak to even remove the sheets, you fall into a deep slumber. Punchy makes sure to keep all your soups warm while you rest. The next day, you are able to stand on your own 2 feet. Your bellies echo the dojo, the smell of soup fills the air. You immediately take the nearest bowl you can find and chow down. Some of you even fight over the ones that smell better. The sounds of eating utensils clink the bowls, slurps and gulps as you attempt to get every last drop. Some of you aren't satisfied and want seconds. The sound of friendly banter bounces around, as you attempt to figure out what the hell is going on. It was then Punchy walked in, a smile visible on his face. The room goes quiet, almost as if his mere presence demands respect. Good morning, I see you have rested well. I hope you enjoyed your meal. I made it with all the love and care I could possibly give my creations. There is much to discuss, and I don't have a lot of time to situate you. So please join me in the center of the room when you are ready. You are still unsure of what is going on, but you don't question his motives, since he's the one who dragged each of your collective butts to safety. The warriors of fate join up with Punchy in the center of the dojo arena. You give him your undivided attention. Allow me to cut to the chase. Strangers, your fate is intertwined with the stars. What I'm about to tell you will change your destiny forever. An unknown force has summoned you to our world. We have been met with a great disturbance. Somewhere out there lies a dark and terrifying malevolence. It's enough to make my spine shiver. Perhaps the gods have brought you forth here cause they deem you to be our light in the darkness. Or perhaps, you yourself will be swallowed by the darkness, plunging us into the deepest pits of despair that we can never hope to return from. I can normally sense the intentions of others through their hearts. But for some reason I can't read you. You're a complete blank slate. And maybe it's for the better. You are the only one that has been brought to this world. I've been picking up multiple disturbances throughout the Morio area. Unfortunately, I'm unable to tell where they are, or what their motivations are. Regardless, to fully pass into this world, you must bear the gift. You must be bestowed a stand. Without it, You're no more useful than wet tissue paper. Everyone has to pass the same test before they can be permitted to leave the dojo. Strangers, look deep into your heart. Ask yourselves these questions. And be as true to yourself as you possibly can. That's where you'll find the power you need. A stand isn't just an extended limb. It's an extension of who you really are. A part of you that the world may not see on the outside. Let it manifest, and harness its power. Stand? Power? What the hell is he talking about? You aren't sure, but you see no reason to doubt him. Everyone is handed a questionnaire to fill out. What the hell is filling out an essay going to do? Nevertheless, you take the time to answer each question as honestly as you can. Upon finishing, something resonates within your heart. You look down and see that a faint glow emits from your chest. You hear whispers in your ears, almost as if they're telling you their darkest secrets. Suddenly, all across the dojo, you see spirits behind everyone's back. Of varying shapes, figures, and colors. You all collectively look around at each other's spirits. Punchy gathers the attention of the dojo. You can see it, can't you? The part of yourself that no one else knows about, the skeleton in your closet, your deepest secrets and fears manifested, your very life force itself. This is your power. This is your stand. The warriors of fate look around in wonder. You are now curious about the nature of these stands. But before you could ponder the thought, Punchy speaks to the warriors once more. It would seem the time for your first trial is drawing near. Very soon I'm going to have to let you go, but before that can happen, I need to make sure you have a full understanding of stand combat. It's not enough just to have it at your side, your body needs to feel it for itself. Only then will you be ready for the pain that walks the same path as you. That's why for your first trial, you will be facing me. If you can defeat me, then it means you have a full grasp of not just your stand, but of yourself. Don't worry though, I don't intend on killing you, but I won't hold anything back either. I expect the same from you strangers. I'll show you the ropes as necessary. The warriors of fate are shown how to control their stands as they clash with the captain of the royal guards. Punchy is impressed as to how quickly some of you have learned how to control yourselves in combat. Some of you are real naturals, others will require private one-on-one tutoring. Fists of fires light the dojo, blood and sweat paints the floors, and battle cries drown out the area. One by one, the warriors of fate pit against each other's strength, training for the day that they be set loose to fulfill their destinies. Through victory, and the pain of loss, they gradually begin to develop a sense of worth. Our protagonists rest up and socialize with one another, learning more about each other's roles in the grand overarching scheme. They even get to witness a playful side of Punchy that is often overshadowed by his calm and demanding demeanor. Various belly laughs are had throughout the course of the day. However, it isn't long before the warriors of fate begin to grow restless, yearning for adventure. They inquire with Punchy about departing off on their journey early. Worry begins to wash over their master, feeling as if they are not yet ready for the pain that is ahead of them. Punchy ultimately reluctantly sets our heroes loose into Morio, knowing full well if anything happens to them, he will be completely powerless to help them. The warriors of fate are asked to close their eyes one last time. May the stars shine down on you until the end of your journey.